Good evening, hello, good afternoon, good morning, good day. Welcome back to some more PZ. It's been a while. Deliver, Joker, Lenny, Commie, good to see you all. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm doing well. Outside of getting stressed out by the XCOM YouTube campaign, I'm having a great time. Looking forward to some nice Easter days. We're gonna have some family celebration, dinner, no brunch. We're doing a brunch on Monday with the whole family. That's gonna be nice. But yeah, and good news, everybody. I was able to actually import or transform the save to the new patch here in PC. So we are on 42.16. Even though the patch note said, yeah, it's not compatible. Like, it didn't just give a warning of, hey, it might break. It said, no, it doesn't work. Turns out, they're wrong, I'm right. So, what do we have here? So, I gotta get used to what it was doing in this game here. Okay, there's a lot of stuff that we can burn and a lot of stuff that we don't want to burn. Don't we have, like, there, twigs? Hey, you raging fury? Yeah, so I was looking, right? So the last time we did a Wilderness run, we built fairly early building because, you can actually do fairly easy masonry here, build some stone walls, easy peasy. You just need some stone blocks, which you made out of stones. And the easiest way to get stones is to get large stones and break large stones into small stones, which gave you 10 stones. There were two ways to do this. This recipe, where you needed a club hammer or a pickaxe or a sledgehammer for, and there was a knapping recipe that did the same thing, you just needed a higher level of knapping. The knapping recipe was removed in one of the patches since whenever we did that last run. So, long story long, I can't actually get stones in a reasonable fast way. I know that one of the last things we did last time is sort out the space, and now I don't find anything anymore. Who ordered this? Where are my plastic bottles? Do I just have them in my backpack? No. If you were a plastic bottle in this space, where would you be? Looks like my books. I have more than one plastic bottle, didn't I? What's in the ground here? This looks like a plastic bottle, but I only see the watering can. Oh, that's my walkie-talkie. Do I have 3 plastic bottles here. Okay, question. Why were they not showing up here in the transfer liquid option? Oh, look at that. It automatically goes to max. I no longer have to drag the slider for each bottle. Man, quality of life is a nice thing. Alright. So I was looking for bottles that were in my hands. That is a great start for the stream, I gotta say. Alright. Book it. Bucket can go away. Water pot. We're gonna make a stew from random meat. Eggs. More eggs. Beef. Like this. Pour that onto the campfire. You know what? Why have the campfire going? I should really just grab the bucket and refill it. Fill it a little, not fill it full. Okay, 9.58. Wonderful. That is a long watch streak there, Commie. Thank you for being here. Do we have anything to read while we're waiting for this all to cook? Watching 4, I think. I want to see how it's cooking, eh? Isn't that lovely? You know, sitting on your campfire with a nice stew, reading a book, getting warmed by the flames. Your trusty horse hasn't run off for a change. No quarterly report that you need to submit to your manager. No, why did I? Oh, God damn it. Why did I put out the fire? I wanted to cleanse the water, didn't I? Ah, okay, we do that later. Okay. Taking that with us. Leave the book behind. Leave that food behind. And we're gonna walk 500 miles. Maybe 500 more. So since we can't really work on getting a place here, a building, because we can't get stones in a non-annoying matter. I'm gonna go back to plan A. Is it plan A? Plan B? To the old plan of let's get a car. We have two options for this plan. Option 1 and option 2. Oh yeah, okay, maybe I should also explain what these options are. I'm a little bit struggling here for a second. I think it's just loading in the new cells after the patch. So either we go down to the crossroads and try to get some fuel from the gas station while power is still on, or, and I like that option way more, we're gonna do a long walk down to McCoy's warehouses. And like, it's a little bit more of a gamble, you know? We know the gas station has gas, and we know the power is still on as of 3 days ago, so it could be off now. Who knows? Hang on. Hold on. This way. Actually, go this way. Yeah, so it's a gamble that we find at McCoy. Usually, one of the trucks at McCoy's will have a full gas can in its back. I'd be very surprised if we don't find that. Just as surprised as I am with where the heck am I actually going here? Is this the right way? I was trying to aim for the power lines. Easy, okay. We do a little bit of running in between. I don't expect any zombies here along the power lines. Doesn't necessarily mean that there are none. Just saying I'm not expecting them. Just stop this though. If we ever get a pickaxe, this is like mining central. Limestone, napping, flints, flintstones. Flintstones. A little bit out of the way though. Already. Yeah, maybe I misjudged how far this is to walk, but okay, well we're at the road. Maybe not a terrible time to have the first half of our little stew here. Usually drive these these distances. So I'm kinda underestimating how far that actually is when you have to walk it. I'm gonna be yeah, this is turning from I hope we find a gas can there to I hope we find a working car there. I did watch most of The Walking Dead. Well, most of the original series. And part of Fear the Walking Dead. I think I kind of dropped off a little bit at the end seasons. Haven't watched the like the Daryl show and the Dead City one. It was had in between. There were some really bad seasons, I think, but I feel like the last one or two seasons were picking up again. Okay, there's a couple, two or three zombies here. Two or three only, just, you know? Nothing we totally can't handle this. Okay, so we gotta be... Here's a question. Are you a group or a normal group? That's probably more a normal group. the sneakiest person in the apocalypse. Because we're the only person in the apocalypse. And by default makes us the sneakiest. Easy. Yeah, I gotta agree with Lyra there. Like Negan, I never like there was so much hype about the character and I had never seen the comics or read the comics. And I was like super didn't like that guy at all. Did I bring an empty gas can? We'll take the hatchet. Why am I already fully encumbered here? Take the manual. Freaking claustrophobic getting me while inside cars. Like I'm not getting used to that ever. That is such a weird change. I wonder who at Indie Stone is like, this one trade that barely anyone takes, how can we make it worse? And it's like, why? What? What are you doing? Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not sure if they actually I think there's something in the Devil Show where they with related to Cure. But again, I haven't watched that. Like I've just seen some clips on YouTube and I'm like, oh, what are they doing with that? Okay, there's a bunch of cars. Man, that's anyone remember our last wilderness run where we got here and there wasn't a single zombie on the whole property of McCoy's? Yeah, that was a good seed. I want that random seed again. Drowsy. Okay, do we have the time? We don't have any caffeine pills. Okay. So I'm fairly certain, we're at McCoy's. So one of the rules of this run, if you're here for the first time, is that for every building we loot, we have to pay with 100 zombie kills. We're currently at 205 kills, and we've looted 2 buildings already. So even though there's all these juicy warehouses here, we can't go inside. Not allowed inside. Okay. I think if we can kill these 4 guys, we can hopefully take a look at these vehicles. There's a vehicle key down there. As long as we have some gas in one of the 4, 5, we should be Gucci. It's for the pickup. It's a siphon gas icon. That means this thing has gas. We have the key. Okay. Oh, mama. Okay. We're so in business. Wood axe? Okay. Now I'm gonna get greedy. Now I wanna have a tool to chomp stones. Take another wood axe though, that's for sure. Take the ropes. Rope the ropes. Am I wearing leather gloves? Yes, okay. Okay, this is our right now. So let's just throw everything we don't need to carry with us here. This is gonna turn this whole run around here. Having a vehicle, it's kind of a big deal. It's a full fuel can. Luckily. I mean, it's not like we have a generator or anything, but so I'll take the carpentry chisel. Eventually want to have floodlights in that base. Oh, we don't have. We're already out of room. Somebody's looting too much shit. It's fine. Throw them on the passenger seat. Let's see if we can pilfer that last vehicle without drawing too much attention, and then we might actually do a run for the other cars. Carpentry 3 is huge, actually. Okay. Let me just do this. Just gonna do the lame pause menu looting. 2 full gas cans. I don't think I can sneak that in there, but we can try to sneak the wood axe. Clearly, what we need is a 4th wood axe. It's another carpentry book there. I couldn't quite make out what it was. I'm torn on Xenonauts. There's just some things in general that I don't like about the way the game works. Carpentry 2. Don't we? I think that's exactly actually the one we need. Okay. And then we're out. No pickaxe. Oh, hey, we got a fully fueled working car here. Oh, this is gonna get old real fast. I wonder, is it gonna help if I open the window? Is that gonna help with my claustrophobia while driving? I don't think it's helping. Oh man. If we had any room, we could pick up some bricks from here. Or maybe we come back for a brick run. I mean, this is not a building. This is a construction site. And then we can, instead of building with stone, we build with bricks. I think we're onto something here. Yeah, I hate it. I'm having to. Okay, I need a mod that removes the heartbeat sound effect from being terrified. This is not. This is not fun. I don't think I've ever seen that. Like a crash scene with a deer. Fresh deer meat. In here, you know, I'm not even sure if we have a wrench. Let's just actually take that with us as car tour. Completely over encumbered. I wonder if that's something new they added in 16. I can't believe I've never seen that. A crash with a deer. Oh. So we have an almost new car. A slightly dinged car that we found. Shame we didn't find a good condition car, right? Do I want to try to ninja that trailer there? Maybe that's well, not tomorrow, but the day after. We come down here, clear out the zombies, pick the trailer, and then take that trailer for a ride to that construction site and bring a couple bricks home, and then we can build our base from bricks. Then we're not just terrified in the car, we're also terrified at home. That's so claustrophobic. I wonder if they still have. So there used to be like a room size limit, right? If a room is smaller than size X, then you get claustrophobic, and if it's bigger, then you're not getting the panic. And I want to say that limit was 50 tiles. So remember in our last run, I didn't know about that limit, and I made my bedroom 7x7, and that was an unfortunate decision. 64 tiles. Okay, thank you, Todd. So hello and welcome in. So is it exactly 60? Is it 64 larger, smaller? So is 8 by 8 is big enough to not get the debuff, or do I need like one tile more to avoid it? Okay, so 8 by 8 should be perfectly fine then. That sounds awesome. Oh, I did not see, or I wasn't paying attention to. I don't think we had any nails there. Bones and the sinew in here. All right, we have light fire on the right click menu again. And we don't have. We gotta have some more twigs somewhere, right? It's just silly. I think I must have put that all away into some other crate. Yes, there's twigs. Let's put them in here. Yeah, and also then I'm fairly certain that after like the rate at which your panic decays goes up the longer you survive. So at some point the panic gain is just gonna be evened out by a natural panic decay, just from being alive for longer. Will not have there. There I have a slicing tool. I brought the deer home for the lever. I really didn't have the capacity for that. Actually, yeah, let's put the bucket here into the book crate, because that makes sense. I cannot place items on top of the crates anymore. I can probably, do the 3D placement thing and then get it to. But that seems tedious. The real question is, can we overcome vehicle panic? Because, man, that's got to be my least favorite new mechanic. I'm not being crazy. That doesn't used to be a thing, right? Fairly certain in the last run we had cars and we never panicked in the car or driving. Clearly, we need to find a cabriolet. You know, I'm gonna eat some of that fresh venison. Mm. Sleepy time. I wonder if we still get anxiety here from sleeping outdoors. It's freaking me out still every time. I wanna. No, I think it's sleeping outside. Someone else. I think Wickhammer was playing, and he like had to sleep on the ground, you know, from being completely exhausted, and was like, "Oh, why am I getting anxiety?" Yep, that's a new thing. I think they must have added that. I don't think vehicles anything defined. Like it's not like I'm playing with like RV interiors or something. Wodex such a game changer. Remove push. Through the trees. Nobody likes trees. It was also I remember there used to be the thing where you would stand outside of your bedroom and then right click on the bed and select sleep, and then even though you would get panicked as you get inside your bedroom, the sleep command would still execute. I think they also nerfed that. I think they hate claustrophobic, and everybody who takes the trade, they're like, no, it's our mission to screw over everybody who takes that. Is this gonna get old? Having the road. Do I want to have a straight road through? No, I think I like this little. It's probably gonna get old very fast, but I kind of also like it. I've not tried Extinction yet, so I've looked at all the new modes, right, and what the actual settings are. Yeah, like there's not too much crazy about Extinction. I want to say I definitely have done runs with harder settings than that. I just, I'm never a fan really of zombie respawn. I think it's kind of a very gamey mechanic. So Extinction having that by default is kind of eh. I'm getting an error and can't exit the vehicle. Maybe the bicycle is in the way. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it was. Well, we checked. Been on the horse and checked that that's working with the patch. Bicycle seems to be working. Let's that point this way. Let's go here. I'm gonna eat the rest of this too. I think we were still recovering from being a little bit, we are underweight actually. Okay, not just a little bit. Might just have to cook up another stew with the venison later. We might have to do another 50 hours of fishing. And maybe today is a fishing day, and then tomorrow we can do a road trip to get the other stuff. So on YouTube, I had several runs where I had like 5% sprinters, which I think is the same. I think extinction is 5, maybe 6%, something like that. So not a big difference. I'm trying to think of which runs had that. I think the YOLO, you only loot once run had sprinters. Oh, I think even if I remember correct, so we started with 5% and then so that was a run where the rule was you only loot once. So in each city that I go to, when I left that city, I cannot return to it. So, I can only loot it once. And we were building a base in the middle of nowhere. So you had to, make sure you pick everything that you want to get. And at the end, we kind of added a rule that I can revisit a city, but then the sprinter percentage would go up by 5%. So I think we ended the run on 15% sprinters or so. I'm not 100% sure what the final outcome was. And ended the run as in retired the character because awesome base, awesome everything. No reason to go outside anymore. I'm not sure if where we had the zombie vaccine thing, if that was also with sprinters. I don't remember that. I think it might have been. Right. So forward access, that is silly. I think I'm just gonna grab everything except for the stone access, and we just put it in temporary storage on the ground. Cool. We So water access, everything ready for a little road trip tomorrow. Getting the trailer and getting bricks from the construction site. So then I think today we're gonna do some fishing to hopefully get our weight back on track. I don't have bait on me. I'm like, where's the option to add the bait? So, I don't know, makes way more sense. God. I feel like this used to be here. Now it's in the makeshift fishing. They really like to put everything into nested menus. I think there's new sound effect for putting bait on the fishing rod. Okay, there's some bubbles over there. Let me reach that. Bubbles closer to shore. Yeah, we can barely reach that. Okay. It's doing the splashy. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I've not done look at that chonker here. 61 hunger? Oh boy. Yeah, I've not done I'm not sure I've done sprinters on 42 in any of the runs. Well, no, I did but that was a short run. There's a run on YouTube called Thanks I Hate It, where I was limited myself to being in Moldor, which is already terrible, right? And only use spears and knives as weapons. And that also had 5% sprinters, which I think it was just, I don't know, 10 episodes now, and then one of the sprinters got me. Although I have to admit, I think when I'm talking about sprinters, I've been mostly using a mod for slower sprinters, so they were basically runners, like 60% of normal sprinter speed. Mostly because, to get away from them, you kind of have to sprint, but I'm lazy about my key bindings, and I don't have a proper key binding for sprinting, so I'm like, let's take something where running is enough. Which, of course, it makes it easier. I'm not making a secret out of that. The thing is, what I really don't like often, and I'm gonna sound a little bit judgmental there. When I see people play sprinters and all they do is just, oh, there's a zombie. Let's jump over the fence and wait for the zombie to fall over the fence and spank them on the head. And they're just fence cheesing every single zombie they get. And I'm like, okay, you're not playing sprinters, you're playing crawlers with extra steps. That's like. I mean, I can still respect, people like. There's one guy here on Twitch who's like playing 16 times with sprinters. There's. Sure, he's fence cheesing everything and he's doing like animation canceling and kind of. It's like the kind of respect you have like for speedrunners that use like every exploit that's available in the game to kind of get a super quick speedrun in. But it's at the end of the day, it's a different game. Do you feel Extinction is more difficult in terms of getting a run off the ground than like something like CDDA challenge? Although I always feel like CDDA was mostly random. about, you know, which tiles of your house are on fire and how many zombies are nearby and kind of stuff. We're out of baits, but we got 4 big fish that are all sliceable. Oh, we're gonna be feasting here. So CDDA is a challenge mode where you basically you start in a house that's on fire. You're naked, you're soaking wet, you have a laceration in your groin, and you're blackout drunk. And it's like I think 6 months later setting or 3 months later, I don't know. And higher zombie pop, I don't know, like 3 times zombie pop or something like that. And like the big challenge is really getting the run off the ground, basically surviving the first day, 2 days until your laceration is healed, and maybe you have some way, some place where you can stay. But once you reach that point, it's really just okay. At this point, yeah, I'm doing an apocalypse run with slightly higher population and worse loot and more zombies and zombie respawn. So it's okay, but it's not something I would regularly do. What's my fishing bag? Yeah, I mean, it depends on where you are by the time the heady hits, right? If you manage, I'm not sure. So I remember I think we did CTDA run on stream, in build 41 still, and it was really like a matter of you scared me, stupid dogs. Um, just saw something movement on the corner of my eye, and I'm like, crap. Um, and yeah, like as challenging as and as bullshit as the first part is, like at the end of the day, I think I made it finally then to the 3 mansions, West Point, right? And at that point, it was like, okay, yeah, base is secure. We can do fishing there. We have, you know, unlimited food. With water. Like, I know it's just the animation that the foot is in the fire, but I really didn't like that there. Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't remember what the loot setting in Extinction was, or how much rarer it is than normal. I just feel like if you make loot too rare, then at some point you're just okay. I guess I'm just foraging instead of looting. Like if it's not worth looting anymore. But I don't know. Again, I don't know what Extinction actually does in that regard. Oh, that whole fish fillet did not do anything for our hunger. We're gonna make some stew here. Fish stew with fish. Benson. Flower here. Okay, sure. Thickener. And then X. That is definitely a stew. Fish stew with eggs, and now we're gonna make an egg stew with fish. And in the fire. Fire. Ingredients back in here. Oh, it's worth looting. Okay, now that's good to hear. That's good to hear. That's, sometimes there's some things where I'm like, what was it here? What a lot of people on Twitch were playing that red race challenge thing, where like there was just complete asshole loot, right? No building was actually worth looting. I'm like, okay, that sounds like fun. Why am I even playing this game then? Fill up some of those bottles. Not having to drag the slider is such a minor thing, but I'm like, oh, this is lovely. What a great change. So you know what? We have a research craft there. What do we learn from a bucket? We learn how to make a bucket more. Okay, cool. That a place where buckets go for shopping? Ah, big boy. How you doing? Not fat, not thirsty. Alright, I'm just gonna fish a little bit more. We have to kind of work on our weight here. It's still going down. So, yeah, we're gonna grab some of these fillets as bait. Look for bubbles. These bubbles were good. Wait, do we have a boost for this fishing level? Absolutely not. Too far. I think we were doing the 16x uniform server. We had also at least default apocalypse loot, if not even better. Like there was a ton of zombies, but once you got somewhere, oh, it was worth it. Let's not look back. Well, not just, not just talking about regular 16X uniform. There's a whole different beast. But yeah, 16X can be a little bit grindy at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm super for that. I feel like that's just way overdue that they cleaned up the default options, also the description. Apocalypse saying something, oh, stealthy gameplay and shit. And it's like, no, that's not. Have you played your own game? Nobody's stealthing. Oh no, I guess very few people are stealthing. Alright, this one's a fighter. Come on, come in. Don't destroy my only fishing rod. Is that this medium? Okay. That was making way too much trouble for a medium. Ooh, 16X pipe bomb. The thing, yeah, I mean, you can get big explosions, but you're gonna draw in so many zombies. Yeah, on that uniform server, if somebody accidentally shouted, that was things were getting wild. Strict nobody use firearms. Tiny one. Too small for slicing even. I'm liking the pipe bomb run we have going on YouTube, right? But I also feel like it's getting a little bit repetitive, Group up zombies, throw pipe bomb. Yeah, we basically had an admin, create a starting spot for us, so clean out the zombies in that area where everybody spawned in. And then from there on, it was, okay, let's fight our way out of here. First objective, let's fight to that forest over there so we can start foraging for like sticks and stones to make weapons. And corpse sickness was a big factor on that server. We kind of had to had like clear zones. There's nobody kills zombies in that zone, so we have a spot where we can recover from corpse sickness. And so, definitely like a co-op big group experience. Not just stiff time. Let's fish away the other things here. I'm just gonna throw this stuff on the ground. And we come back for slicing later. Any bubbles in that direction? Completely calm waters here today. What do we have here? So we played on 2 different 16x uniform servers, right? The first one we started in Louisville, or rather east of Louisville. There's like an old fort somewhere on the map. That was basically our community base where everybody started. So first order of business was fighting along the river all the way to LV. And then we cleared all of LV, and I think mostly then there were some modded maps, like the power station, like Ranch Power Station or something like that. And then the server ended pretty much. Which was still pretty cool, but you know, not super long. And then the other one had like a modded survivor fort, pretty much in the middle of the map. Started there together. Then went to like Fallas Lake, Tiki Town, Riverside, and some other modded towns in between. Yeah, I couldn't imagine playing like 16x uniform single player. It's splashing. Another empty plastic bottle. Wow. Again, not splashing. It's gonna be trash. Seaweed. What's up with that? I think we need to be a little bit further away from the bubbles. Oh, illogical. How are you doing? Yeah, we're fishing. It's a game where you can fish. Isn't that something for you? Oh, they're not biting right now. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, there we got one. What you got? Oh, that's a big one. Look at that. Medium white bass. 15? 15 hunger only. 5 hours of sleep. Ah, somebody's living the high life here. Look at you, almost having a sleep schedule. You wish you got 8? That's probably not the first time you said that, eh? Oh, is this what your do you have like a smartwatch that keeps track of your sleep schedule and then every morning makes you feel bad about how poorly you slept? Fitbit? Okay. Yeah. Like if I don't just want to feel awful about lack of sleep, but also know the details about it and get anxiety, then I can get an app for that. I don't know. I feel like if I'm not getting enough sleep, I know it. And like seeing the numbers will just make me feel even worse. But that's probably a personal thing. It's like you know, eating a full tub of Ben& Jerry's. I know that's not good for me. I don't need to look on the packaging how much calories that actually is. It's the beats. Not that I would ever do that. Oh yeah. The worst thing about these big bags, you know, as you're eating them, then you see those family package, and you're like, what do you mean family? What do you mean sharing? What do you mean resealable? Who needs that? Any bit of misery here. Okay, it's getting a little bit late. We still need to cook our stews. You know, I wanted to just get the bait used up. Come on, bitey bitey. Light the fire with some twigs and the lighter. Fishing pole away. I think the small ones we're gonna keep for future bait. Okay, that's cooking. What do you mean too dark to read? You're standing right next to a campfire. What? What? Is this not giving up light for game terms? Fishy fishy, all in there. Fillets. And then we're gonna just eat, okay, 107 hunger. Yeah, all of it. Straight down the hatch. Mm-mm. If that doesn't get my weight back, no, it doesn't get my weight back up. God damn it. I hate this game. Come on. We're just gonna have to eat the cereal in the morning. Who does that not? No, I know. It's like, it's not about the hunger, it's about the calories, but come on. Things cooked. The fire. Full to bursting. Yeah, I wonder why. Alright. Good night, little horse. Nightmares. Do we have a flashlight? That's a stupid question, right? We do not own a flashlight? What is this? Oh, that's a so we can read a little comic book to get over our nightmares. Get back to sleep. And wake up from nightmares again. Wow. Twice in a night? What the hell? Guess we're reading paperback. Conservatives, the real liberals. That sounds like something I would have nightmares from. Can't get back to sleep. Try again later. Little horse. It doesn't say not tired enough. It just says can't get back to sleep. Like, after days of killing zombies, we always slept fine. But where we spent a whole day just fishing, it's like, oh, can't take this anymore. You know, we're gonna wash. Do a full wash. Clean up in the apocalypse. Give me a fish breakfast. Take a couple of fishies with us. We got a filled water bottle. We got a water bottle in here. I don't trust you being this close to the car. There's a I was going to say plushie. No, you know, inflatable. inflatable orca. Like, we're looting important items in the apocalypse. What you need to survive. Survival essentials, right? Also, hello, Paulo. How you doing? No, that's a mod. It's like pool toys, I think it's called. Yeah. And that's like that inflatable island and the inflatable orca, and I think something else. Oh yeah, right, the chairs, inflatable chairs. Okay. Should probably look on the road and not look at chat. You might need a new car. Do I keep one of the gas cans, or do I have... No, of course not. Oh, out of the road. Whoa! Get yourself run over. Okay, this is getting out of hand. We need to get some kills. And I don't want to be dodging zombies each time I'm going to drive through here, and we're going to drive here very often, I think. Come on. Get off the road. Also gonna help with our anxiety. Killing a couple zombies. Gonna make us feel better. Broken. Yeah, let me just quickly check the map. So somewhere here, I think it was here on that stretch, where we killed the survivor zombies, and I dropped like a gun and a rifle on the ground. I want to pick that up. Not for killing zombies, but maybe we can go do some deer hunting with the rifle. And zero aiming skill. That's gonna go super well. There's also always the option, you know, to swap to one of the other cars that we found. Let's see. sure why I didn't take the paper back with me. Fresh out of books to read for anti-stress, anti-anxiety. Good thing we picked one up. Driving. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know anyone who is actually claustrophobic. Are they gonna get panic attacks in a vehicle? Is it realistic? There's this new change. Anything else in here we want to pick up? Hey, the Mason's Troll, maybe? Do we have a welder mask? I mean, like for the most part, there's always a balance between realism and gameplay, right? That you wanna achieve. I think if the game was 100% realistic, it would be really, really boring and unfun. And I think for the most part, they're making a good job of striking that kind of balance. Even if, you know, people on Reddit always meme about it. That's actually... turn you. Oh, that makes sense. So I guess it's more of a you know, not having a way out kind of fear, not necessarily just about the size of the place, but rather the fear of being trapped somewhere, right? How many people are in that house? Yes, engaging zombie hordes outside the vehicle is not really helping with the panic thing. Alrighty. Come on. Another one gone. Hate to see it. Need to want to find a freaking pickaxe so that we can go mining. So I can't be asked foraging for more stones. What's making that noise there? Where do you come from? Would have been very surprised to actually find somebody in there. This is a little bit like, you know, window shopping when you don't have any money in your bank account. You're like, oh, look at all that good stuff and we can't get it. Hey, Duke Dog, how you doing? Also, why are my sounds not playing again? Who's control out of control? OU1, hello.
It is good to see you again.
I should really update that plugin. Using the same version as for 5 years ago or so. There's been countless updates since then. Do we have enough time to actually get some bricks? I think we do. Well, we just make the time, eh? So, I mean, I don't like littering, but we really don't need this shit, yeah. What is this research? Something from barbed wire, don't care. We keep the concrete powder, we keep the bricks. I mean, we're driving to the brick place to get more bricks. How about some fishies? If you drive on that side, there's like an evil tree that will jump out on you. I know we looted that in the back, but I don't think I've ever been in the front of this thing. So rubber bands. And you know what? As a magazine, that's helping with our stress. Also, any gas? No? Gate here. Oh, annoying. Okay. I mean, this is not an inside. This is not a building. Doesn't even have a roof, so it doesn't count. We can loot. I mean, there's no loot here, but there's just bricks. I don't think there's any loot crates in this place. I'm gonna deal with those zombies over there. Who plays a zombie game to deal with zombies? Okay, take bricks. Take even more bricks. How much does that weigh? Oh, it's barely any. Oh, we can take so many bricks. This run is now officially bricked. 24 for 80 bricks. Oh, we're building a mansion. Yeah, like that was what, 4. So let's take 3 more. 18 then. That just barely does not fit into the pickup. Okay, so we have what, 51 here. That is 8 pallets of bricks. Yeah, I feel like they are very light on weight here. Though, encumbrance is not weight. It's a combination of weight and how weird it is to carry that stuff around. Which, loose bricks, probably very weird to carry around. I mean, we can take some more. What do we even need for a brick wall? Uh, 4 bricks, obviously. Everybody who has seen a brick wall in real life knows 4 bricks should get you a full wall. Well, exactly, not over encumbered. Car is full, trailer is full. Can I turn around here, or do we just drive to the end of the road? Easy. Thing turns on a dime. And there's like lots of bricks still remaining here in this place. We need more. Yes, this is just one problem I just realized. Yeah, we can make brick walls and windows and doorways. We do not have the ability. I don't think we can make stairs yet. Wait, what do you need for the lock stairs? I think carpentry free. Feel like, now that we have a vehicle, I'm afraid the horse will get much less use here in this run. That makes me a little bit sad. But given my driving record, I think this vehicle is not gonna last long. The horse had the big advantage that I can't ride it into a tree and damage its hood. Yeah, okay, fair, we can try, Also, I want to pick up that animal trailer there. Yeah, the first thing I'm going to do after the stream is look in the Steam Workshop for a mod that removes the heartbeat from Panicked. Otherwise this run is going to make me crazy. There's another wreck on the road when it goes straight again, I think. Oh, oh, there should be a... Okay, what? Is it a bunny? It must not have been a bunny. Wasn't paying attention to the road. There should be a build option here, just like the craft option, right? To see what you can build with this. I don't think there's brick flooring, right? We can't make our road into the base out of bricks. Oh. Oh, brick wall. The full-on brick wall you can do with level 2 masonry. For the short brick wall, which is basically just half the height, you need level 5. Because reasons. Okay, so we're gonna need some sort of trowel. Don't we have a mason's trowel actually here on board? Yeah, we got a proper mason's trowel. Look at that. Then we're gonna need buckets of clay cement. Oh, has it not rained since we carved these buckets like ages ago? If I remember correctly, we have some concrete powder here. Immediately start away here, mix some buckets of concrete. Give me this. 4 per wall, so we need like 16. Good enough. Ah, where do we build? Where do we build? Where's the host zone? We build closer to the water, or do we build here where our road comes in? Yeah, I think I want to build here. We already have to decide where the windows go. Say is the corner. So what did we say? 63 tiles, right? 64 tiles at least size, so we're not getting panicked. Which would be 8 by 8, but 8 by 8 is boring, right? Who wants to live in a square room? 10 by 7? 10 by 7 sounds like fun measurement. I'll leave some spots here for windows. Out of concrete. Now there was some other way. Not concrete. Clay cement, right? Yeah, with grass instead of sand. We have a scythe to actually get grass cutting easily. Seem to remember picking that up, but I'm not sure. Two grass cuttings here. There's a start. Maybe we don't have a scythe. Probably not in the box with the books, huh? Okay. So if we don't have a scythe, what's gonna be more annoying? Getting sand? Where do we even get the next sand? I guess it depends on how many sacks we have, right? All comes down to the sacks. Lacking in that department. I have 1 sacks. There's not a lot of sacks to have. Annie, thanks for being here. Have a great evening, and Vendrell, hello, hello. So this little corner of our wonderful life is here, just by Riverside Road. You know, between West Point and, well, Model Town, Tiki Town, but then Riverside, yeah. Now, it's important when you... Oh, no, it's River Walk Road, not Riverside Road. It's River Walk Road. And here's Riverside Road, not to be confused with Riverside Road. Who comes up with that, right? Riverside Road and then Riverside Road? Come on now. Is that really how you would name your roads? Do we have a shovel to actually get sand and clay? That is the real question here. I think we can make a wooden spade, right? I think we should be able to make that. We actually don't have a shovel. Yeah, I can imagine. That's a lovely situation for a delivery driver. Oh, there's a scythe. I knew we had one. It was in the, yeah, non-perishable food box. Yeah, I should have checked there first. Like, what was I doing looking for the scythe in the toolbox? What's it's in the non-perishable food box? Duh. Ah, bricks here. I think we're gonna have the, well, of that stew. It's primary. For now, we can drop the buckets. 80 stream streak. Thank you so much for being here all the time. I'm gonna scythe, even though it's not the most efficient place to scythe, yeah? This way we can get all the grass out of the way where we drive our car. 400 grass cuttings from that. We are at 55 weight. Okay. That's a little bit heavy there. No pain, understandable. That's not even gonna fit into one box, is it? Okay, and then we put the scythe into this box. The rest of the stew. How's the weight looking? Still going down. You gotta check in on the sheep. Maybe they've been getting to it and we can get some milk there. I guess for tonight, though. Oh, we're still gonna need a shovel to pick up the clay. So finding the scythe only solved kind of half of my problems. Pretty certain we can do that with a spade. What would we need to make a spade? A wooden spade, carving tool, and a large branch plank. We got a handful of planks there. It should be an easy thing to do in the morning. We no water here. Yes. By the way, let's just fill up our bottles here before we call it a night. Cool. I'm just gonna eat a full box of cereal before I go to bed, and hopefully that gets us out of the calorie deficit and actually gets our arrow up. Nice. Down to 2 boxes of that. Oh, nightmares again? What's up with that? He's really starting to annoy me. Why don't you chill out by reading about foraging? I'm not reading any books today. I'm just gonna read something useful. Not dig furrow with hands. Sleep. No more nightmares allowed. Right. Straight cold fish for breakfast. Wonderful. Nom nom nom. And then I think we're gonna go straight into some more masonry work here. Although before we do that, do we have a masonry book that I should be reading? No. Is there books that are not in the book crate? No. Spade. Spade was the problem. We have not learned the recipe. Wondering if there's any like spade related item. Okay, let's read the magazines here. I don't think any of this will give us a recipe for the spade. Make tire shoulder armor. I don't think that's gonna help us in any way. It's pretty frustrating right now. So we could just grind carving and hope that at a higher carving level we automatically learn how to make a spade. We don't have books for carving. Or we can just forget about masonry for now and get back to it later whenever we pick up a spade, whenever we loot the next building. 60 kills. I'm very undecided right now what I want to do here. The part of me wants to go to what are we at? What are we at day-wise? 15 days. So there's actually a decent chance that power is still on. You know what? We're gonna go bash some zombies. That probably means everything in here except for the water bottles. It's gonna go into a temporary storage. And we're gonna drive over to Crossroads gas station. Only downside is we have one stone axe left, and then the 2 hatchets that we found. And that's it. Well, I guess we have our fire axe that is still at the base. That has a couple swings left in it. I mean, most cases we need to fall back and just, do a day or two of foraging and just get flint. Really hoping we could get some like a tool, a pickaxe, what is it, club hammer or something like that allows us to do mining. Makes the whole flint gathering process so much easier. It's back to being a little bit choppy when zoomed out on high speeds here. That has been definitely better in 15 and 14. Not sure what they did in 16 here. But that's back. It used to be a problem like in 42.12, I think. So the horse does have an endurance bar, a stamina bar. So if you go full gallop, it will eventually then start to automatically slow down, go into trot mode. The advantages of using the horse is, if you don't have unlimited fuel, then of course the horse doesn't use fuel. Well, or the fuel it uses is, hay, which is unlimited pretty much. But a horse is a little bit more, a little bit more maintenance in terms of having to, what I'm trying to say. Like, you can't just stop next to zombies and start fighting, then the horse will run off. So you always have to stop a little bit away, and I've always been then tying the horse to a tree so it doesn't just disappear. Trailer with 70 weight in it. Let's take that paper back. We have a tire pump? No, we have one. I think we have one. So another tragic crash where somebody didn't see the trailer coming and got hit in the side. Very sad. No survivors. I think the trailer had right of way, so it was the red car's fault. Can we still loot this thing? Beta blockers. Painkillers. Trauma bag with stuff. We taking the needle for sure. I mean, sure. Take the antidepressants. This kind of crap. Don't even want to click and go inside. These two look crispy here. What's that on the ground? Nothing? Okay. In the back. We're going to clear out the gas station, and I didn't bring any of our empty gas cans. That is some advanced planning here, Commander. Good job. Really thinking ahead. Certified genius. That being said, I have no idea how many zombies are going to be down here. Like, I don't even remember what we set up for zombie population in this run. Say at least 3. That means we're fresh out of... What the hell are you? Yeah, just... The hair was looking so weird. Let's grow, we have that. The flint flake is broken. Okay, just for ground cleanup. Away. Broken branch away. Oh shit! I have the freaking IKEA. I mean, for copyright reasons, totally not IKEA store. What? The Swedish furniture shop. Might make this area a little bit more spicy. I don't remember if we've been in the food court in the furniture store. I think we lucked out on Zombie Pop. Now, I mean, I only played with this mod one times before, but this was seriously crowded here, that whole parking lot. I think that was was it the YouTube Wilderness run where we've also been here? I think it might have been. Oh, maybe. Proper whetstone. The garbage bag. And we have gas. Oh, okay. What's the other? 73? Okay. Be here. Yeah, that probably... Might be already too late. I think I've been within 10 tiles of that window there when I went into the Jeep. Which, I mean, might have been okay. I'm not hearing anybody yet. Should probably also sit in the driver's seat for a second just to see if the key is in the ignition. Real question is, I mean, we're here for the gas station, right? Yeah, I got a couple zombies further down. I'm gonna take the opportunity to loot all these cars. Maybe one of them has something interesting in it. Oh. Key? No gas. Top. Good job! Didn't we just pick up a whetstone? I'm seeing here. Could do with a little sharpening here. Got a little red bar. See, that's why I didn't bring any empty gas cans, because I knew we would find them here. Another key, another gas. Ah. money. Matchbooks and fire starter things. Oh, and a key. And gas. What's happening here? Was reading a Reddit thread earlier today. Why is every car without fuel? And I'm like, huh? Not sure what you're talking about, dude. I'm just looking in the wrong spots. Bikeson, Bikeson. I mean, in terms of, hey, we need to pay 100 kills to loot one building, that is a building to loot, eh? That is a lot of bang for our buck. Okay, I think I haven't checked this one. I'm just waiting, like, I'm kind of surprised none of these cars, like, we've not had any car alarms yet this run. So maybe let's not press our luck. Does it look like the lights are still on in the furniture store? So is power still on? I think we're like at what, 260? Yeah, 1 kill from 260. Not too busy here. I think we can clear this. If our axes play nice. Okay, who's banging on windows? Oh, do I have bumping with friends on? Honestly, do not know. Station key. Okay, you need to stop, dude. Take a quick rest and sharpen our weapon. Get the take fuel option. That kind of means there should be gas, power. lunch here. What a service. I know. Drink this, and then, like a responsible person, put it in the trash can next to it. Ah. Ring with a key for a Chevrolet. Banging somewhere here. Do I just wanna, you know, I'm paranoid. We got one case of can of gas can. Even if the power goes out now, you can't take that away from me. Okay, alright, now, you know, I feel like I don't need anything from Spiffos today. Anyone else want to go? You know, I'll take a 20 chicken nuggets. But I'm not going myself. I think I'm fully kitted out for car tools. Tar tools. What's with me, like, flipping the letters around today? Okay, so they're all outside. They're trying to get in. They wanted some meatballs. Open up. You want the meatball sale? Oh, hang on. You know what? First, the blade was completely red. That could be fixed with a sharpening. A little bit over eager for our levels of nimble and axe. Okay, so I think the plan is we get our car, fuel it up, get the ranger car, fuel that up. I want to do a quick check here if anyone else has a gas can or anything else useful in the trunk. Check you, didn't I? Yeah. Last one. Thanks for matchbook. Thank you very much. And nothing. So Which one else? I think this one, the Toyota, had also a key and a little bit of gas. No gas. Maybe this one. I think there was another one with like a tiny sliver of gas left. This one. We're not going to be able to take 3 cars with us home, right? That's obvious. Can I get out of this parking lot here? Yes. But any gas that's in a car and not in the gas station, we can always siphon then whenever the power is out. It's like a mobile big gas can. Was looking at it 15 times and still got it wrong. Like these 3, maybe these 5 I should kill before I continue with Operation. That operation sucked. That shithead should still be in good condition. Good enough condition. Anything down at the shop? That's a weak offering of cars here. Hey, at least we got like three new pickups to choose from. This one is definitely not first choice with that engine condition. Already, oh god. Yeah, you're just a mobile fuel tank, buddy. Stuff in here so we're not as encumbered. Left side. Oh, there was a zombie there. So wait on. For this one, we had the key, but no gas. But we could use the gas can, right? Well, I'm not sure if that's worth the effort here. Comparison here. This thing is 82 condition, you know? The windshield is a little bit cracked. Not sure what happened. Somebody must have driven that into a tree or some nonsense. What are we looking at? Engine. 80 quality. 400 horsepower. The Ranger pickup. I mean, Weebu is always is a good argument to actually switch to this one. You really want to use it. Good condition. 91 engine quality. Less horsepower though. I'm gonna miss, like, if I choose it, like 399.9. The other one at 400. Like, that's just not gonna do it for me, I think. As well be complete and utter trash here. A little bit too close for comfort. Also, on that note, how close are we? 299. So, I'm thinking we'll swap into the Ranger. Although, let me double check. Now, the big downside of this is we can only load it from the back, while the vanilla pickups you can load from any side. But this one can be armored up, you know, when we ever get tools and levels and skills. What about capacity? 58 in the old shitty one, 73. Easy choice, eh? Now, since we just reached another 100 kill marker, I'm gonna put a marker here for a looted POI. And I'm gonna say, what do we use the target? I think the furniture store is getting sniped here as our third building of the run that we can loot, that we can enter. And it's a little bit late in the day, but I wanna peek inside briefly. Mostly really, you know, a nice front, but I always like to look at the back first. Probably. Okay, it's not empty. I wanted to open that. Wouldn't you let me? Come outside, dudes. Oh, it's locked. That's why I'm like, am I too dumb to hit the E button to open it? No, it's locked. Question is... this is just furniture. There's no tools here. I mean, I'm not sure what I expected in the furniture store, but I don't know. Maybe tools, not furniture. I mean, there's empty bottles here. Empty newspapers. How many empty bottles does this place have? Gotta be tools somewhere, right? Probably cleaning cabinet here. I'll take a pipe wrench, a box of garbage bags, spare redstone. Wonderful. Furniture. Really shouldn't be complaining about furniture in the furniture store, but we kind of want to complain. Don't they have a gardening section where we can maybe find that spade we were looking for? This is the back of the place. Oh, that looks like gardening section, isn't it? Come on, give me a spade. A shovel. Something. There we go. Don't even need two. One shovel, one watering can, one David. Maybe. I'll come back for you, David. Oh man, what do we all take here? What about some hatchets? What about some hatchets in the gardening store? Wouldn't that be like you gotta do some chopping? Not seeing a light switch. Some posters, huh? This would have been a pain with power out, I'll tell you that much. I'm not sure what I expected here in the lighting section. I was kind of hoping for some batteries. What's this? Oh, cooking stuff. All the cooking stuff we could ever want. How about some meat cleavers would be nice. That's one. Straight on the belt. Really be bothered to look for everything. Why is that? Okay, there was one. It's about to complain like, why is this not sorted in any way? One shelf meat cleavers, one shelf saucepans. Don't have home inventory. That would have helped here. More cooking stuff. Old bottles. Some banging on doors that I don't like. I'm sure that I didn't just miss one. Like so many shelves I didn't even look into. There's probably more. But I also like we're about to get tired. I wanted to get some more vision here. We're probably gonna return next day. Heck, it wasn't this late. There's an argument to go up to the top floor, find a bed, sleep somewhere. Office binders. Oh, no, blinds, not binders. Wow, let that sink in. I mean, considering we're building our own base, right? This is a gold mine. Not what we need right now to help with our current survival-ish. Where are you coming from? Well, I mean, at the moment, we don't have a place for the shower to go, right? We have 4 walls that aren't even connected to each other. That is our base. Anyone needs to be picked up from the small land? No? I don't know if our lighter cigarillo, like what is happening here? What, in the kids' place? Surprised we're not tired yet. Did we sleep that well, that long? Where are these guys coming from? Yeah, I think when we were in here, there was a door upstairs that broke. And then they came down here. Do a good old rush upstairs. Oh yeah, this door here broke. Oh, any meatballs left? Okay, I'm hearing a zombie somewhere. Oh. Is it occupied? Yeah, I feel like the interior decoration of our base is taken care of. We can't build the wall, though. Like, we don't have a base yet, but hey. Furniture? All the furniture you could ever want. Yes, we could sleep here if it's getting too late. On the other hand, like, we basically have this place explored and cleared now, don't we? Toys. Like, wouldn't the store like this also have tools somewhere? You know? In case you're missing some tools to assemble that furniture? No calories. Get him a berry. Okay, I mean, meat cleavers are not the best weapon, but they're axes. Clearly no meatballs. Alright, yeah, same. Like, I was kinda... But so many good things about the meatballs here. No meat, only balls. So, I think we completely looked through this, right? Gardening tools. Is there anything I want to take? If we're driving back home now, is there anything I want to take with me? Anything else? We have a bunch of meat cleavers as new axes. We have a spade, so we can now collect sand and or clay. This is just the loading area. Closed. It's getting tired. I think this was a successful clearing. It is tempting to take a bet with us. Oh, flashlight is about to run out of battery. But with our carpentry skill, any bet we try to pick up is just gonna... Although, didn't they ease the restrictions on this? Made it easier to pick stuff up? Thought I read something about that in the patch notes. So I'm thinking I want to return there. Not necessary for the furniture store, but as long as we still have power active. Oh, maybe emergency channel. And fill up all the gas cans we have. And maybe. Can I be bothered to walk there and then we drive back with the McCoy truck? So we actually have two cars at base. Or I could drive down with the bicycle. I'm not sure if we can put the bicycle in a car. Like, what am I going to use the bicycle for if we have like multiple cars? Yeah, we had a horse trailer at the or an animal trailer where we picked up the other trailer the other day. We can pick that also up at some point. Maybe we could do that in one go, right? We go down there, take the bike down there, come back with the with all the gas cans reloaded and the D6. Then on the way back, drive by the little farmhouse, pick up the animal trailer. And if we're I was going to say, if we're feeling adventurous, we can clean out the other farmhouse near the well, where all the cows were. Maybe that will get us some milk in the future. Turn this back on. The power is about to go out. It has like a Nox power grid fluctuations detected, a message at the start of the radio broadcast. So that wasn't there. So if we were to take this bike, put the bike into the back storage. Can. Okay. Yeah, well, then it's settled. Ride the bike down to the store. I'm looking for water here. So we do one more transfer into the bottles. Stuff here. I guess 3 meat cleavers will do it, eh? Sort out the inventory a little bit. Okay. Fishies. Fishies are still good. Fishy before we go to sleep. Double arrows up. That's what you want to see. Well, that's what you want to see when you're underweight, I guess. And sleepy time. No nightmares. No nightmares. Wonderful. All right. Gas cans. 1, 2. Probably have my gas cans like all over the place in 15 different chests, right? Because that's my way of ordering things nowadays. Oh, there's one other thing I wanted to do. A twig broom. Gonna need sapling, twigs bundle. Bundle. Yeah, put it here. Because we're gonna make a slight detour by the chickens, and we're gonna leave this bucket and the twig broom there, so we can clean the hutch when we drive by there. The buckets. Well, it's here. It's there. Laura, that's the wrong kind of enemies. We have with zombies, not aliens. How you doing? The zombies have eaten all the aliens, probably. I don't think the zombies are gonna be picky. Yeah. Like as long as they have brains, they eat it. Okay. We have food, we have water, we have the gas cans, we have the tools to clean the chickens. Is there anything else I wanted to take? No, I think that's it. It'll take a little bit longer to get out there, I think. Like the car might have been a little bit faster, especially if we take the detour here. I could have taken care of the chickens on the way back, but who knows? I would have forgotten by that point. Oh, little chickies. Means this. We'll drop this, and whenever we get here, we can clean it. I think as a payment for cleaning their home out, we'll grab half of the eggs. I guess we also, we have some time. Say hi to some of the chickens. Most importantly, say hi to the sheepies and the horses. You know. Still moving. What's up with you, Mr. Ram? Do your job. We have plenty of food, plenty of water here. Look at that. I completely forgot that we also had a trailer here. Could have just taken this one. There's stacks here. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna take those. It's like 3 more sacks. Never had to have enough sacks. Alright. Musical race, yeah. That's slow. Considering how long it took us to walk to McCoy's. Also vastly underestimating how far we already are here. Or overestimating, rather. Will we be getting to the corner soon here? Out of the way. Bicycle brakes for nobody. So I've been holding on shift the whole time. I feel like the faster cycling doesn't work with walk 2. Which is fine, I guess. Give me gas cans. Give me all the gas cans, please. Into the trunk. Looks like a little bit too much zombie movement for my taste. Two guys here. Didn't hear any meta event sound that they're following. It's clearly on a mission here. This hatchet is gonna go kaput very soon here. Every swing here, I could see the hatchet condition changing. You guys at the bus stop? No. Come on. How can they shatter the weapon? Oh no, that jet hit was still good. You cheated. Are you just banging there for fun, or do you want to come over here? Okay, they shattered it for fun and given up, okay. Okay. So yeah, we kind of cleared the inside, but there's still so much activity in the area. When we come back here for some furniture stuff, we gotta assume that there's gonna be zombies around. Like, I wouldn't consider this cleared. Yeah, I think it's early enough in the day, so we're gonna make a little trip down there, down into the farmlands, and pick up the animal trailer. You know, if we have some time, maybe clear a little bit of the ranch estate with the well, where the cows are. I don't remember how many zombies there were. I think it was fairly busy, but hey, we got like what, 9 meat cleavers or something like that? Maybe 6. There's no pickaxe or stone maul or anything that allows us to go mining. This thing, I need to remove that. I'm not sure if I don't think I have a welding torch. This needs to go. Like, this is so hidden by the trees there. It's barely hidden by the trees, but yeah. Maybe hidden is hidden enough for me. It's like we... Oh. Apologies. Guess we still have some work to do here. Look at that poor zombie, he can only crawl. I wonder what happened to him. Dude. Where's the party? To give you a little bit of a nudge. So we can't hook you up. Could be. Good there, but I can look. How far is that down from here? Yeah, because we can't really turn around with a trailer, so I think I'm just gonna park here. I'm gonna co-ops to drop that off. A little snacky here. Oh, we still have a stone axe. A little bit of condition left there. Yes, I still have that. No reason to get too excited about that. That lasted about as long. And the flint blow broke. Give me spare cleaver on the other belts. Oh, dual wielding cleavers here. Did I ever check these mailboxes? Not really looking for a house for sale, but thanks. Thanks for the offer. Let's clear out the fields here. We gotta work on our axe skill. We want to get some kills so we can loot more buildings and we can liberate the fields for the cows. Freedom for the cows! Down with the zombie occupation. Meat cleaver's on board. It's fighting for the cause here. Right. There's a lot of friends here with the cows. I'm feeling like watching, just checking for watches right now. Well, in that case, we take it. He's like, screw that, I'm out of here. Sir? Come out. I have you surrounded. Maybe a quick sharpening break. We're getting there. Maybe not in an animal zone. Yeah, I got you. No assigned zone. Okay. I bet I don't have a rope with me. I didn't even check if the cow was well fed, not thirsty, or if it was... It should be well fed. I'm not sure about the thirst, though. If it's not in the zone, it might not... Well, it could wander into the zone, right? Nothing stops it from that. Should be plenty of water here. Could sharpen this thing, but... Yeah. Here, Stumpy. Let's check cow health here for a second. I think we're gonna sharpen the blade and then use the other blade and engage that group there. Alright, so what's the deal? Well fed, not thirsty, okay. It was even calm, right? If I saw that correctly. That did not look very calm. Okay. Swap it out here. Feeding trough tooltip, go away. Oh, that is incredibly annoying. That X level we got earlier, it's kinda... I'm feeling it, I'm telling you. Yeah. Couple more, and then we have the cow fields liberated. Well, the first one. There's another field with a barn and a couple cows over there. Bunch of zombies terrorizing the chickens. So I'm assuming these are also outside the zone, yeah. They were basically chased out of the animal zone by the zombies. I think they will automatically wander back into the zone. Yeah, and now the cow is in the zone. It shouldn't leave until it's spooked out by zombies. I think we're gonna cleanse out those three. Alright, you are calm, well fed, not thirsty, no baby. And you are a certified good girl. Fed, not thirsty, calm, no baby. Alright. Mr. Bull, sir, what's up with that? Calm, well fed, no thirsty. Like, we all have a job to do in the apocalypse. Yours is waiting down there. Did he just shake his head when I said that? Scratch ticket. Come on, big money. Before I walk over, let's sharpen again here. Maintenance level up. How we're looking now here? How we're looking? Okay, we just got animal care level 1. We had X level 1 earlier in the fields, or level 5 rather. And that was maintenance 4. I think we have the next maintenance book at base. And nimble level up. What's happening? All the skill ups here today. Nimble 2, that's gonna be nice. That is very, very welcome. Yeah, let's hope that we have enough time before we start to get tired here. Clean out the rest of this farming estate. Maybe do that from up here so we don't pull the chicken zombies. No, I don't intend to fence cheese them all, but hey. Couple here and there doesn't hurt. Pull down there, and then we swing back for the chicken guys. How you doing? Not thirsty, calm. I can't believe that they're all calm, even though they're in a pasture with a couple zombies inside. You'd think they all be stressed out of their mind. Let me check you. We had a little. I was bringing that up actually in stream the other day. If anyone had any ideas, I'm still not sure. So I'm also not like. There's of course two campaigns in question, right? What is the next YouTube campaign gonna be? What's the next stream campaign gonna be? So officially, no idea. I still kind of want to do. I had that idea before we started this Beyond Legend run of the close range run. That I think could still be a fun little run. It's not gonna be a sweaty try-hard max difficulty Beyond Legendary run, but hey. I always like these kind of middle-of-the-road self-imposed restrictions challenges. It's a little bit too much considering we're about to be drowsy. Well, we are drowsy, not just about to be. For the YouTube run, there's of course the option, you know, to piggyback on Christopher Ott's new campaign and say, hey, give me that mod pack. Let me see what I can do with that. And tired. It's not part of the plan. How many more? 3? Let's sit down briefly. Yeah, I like the challenge, right, of BL, but there's so much things that I just really dislike that I can't make it. I don't see it being my default game mode, right? If that makes sense. Unless I would go ahead and, you know, get into modding myself and remove all the things that I think are bullshit. Like, not difficulty bullshit, but bullshit. Like, I firmly believe trauma and the injury chance from covert action is just objectively a bad game mechanic. That should not be in the game. Then, of course, that return fire, pick your poison. I mean, that's probably a thing of, yeah, just never pick that again. Oh, there's just so much other stuff. Like, especially like I don't know. Some of the class changes, like Arsonist Suppression being nerfed into the ground. Then like fire immunity being given out like candy. It's like I have more fun in a run where, Highlander approach, one of each class, rather than, okay, 60% of the classes are basically useless and you have to stack the other 40% like crazy. That's exactly, I think, that makes the game less interesting for me, having fewer classes. I mean, if the answer to the difficulty is, yeah, remove the classes that are useless, then that's, I think, at least. We have didn't note. Oh, we have the emergency channel even on this radio. Wonderful. Let's listen to that. See if we have any power fluctuations. Also, am I playing with repeating helicopters? Probably, right? I always do. Also, we got all the way to 440 kills. What? Okay, I've been busy today. So we can actually get another building looted. Hang on. We don't need the animal trailer out here. Honestly, I should have left the trailer where we were just clearing. Because if anything, we're gonna bring some cows home, right? Not paying attention during the broadcast. Oh, I never clicked on tune in. I'm like, I didn't even see the message from the broadcast, but whatever. We'll be fine. It's not like, what do I do if it says power goes out tomorrow? I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna have power in my lean-to shelter. Ah. Which is uncooked eggs. Sex. No room for sex. Sex here. Anything else? Oh yeah, spare whetstone. Just throw that on the ground here. Yeah, we have one more here. Okay. Sweet. 75 going down. No! We were going up. Okay, not going down. Just smash a cereal, but that's not a long-term solution. I mean, you gotta be able to get the weight in with the stuff we have. Oh, we have the stale fish fillet. Ah, well. Not gonna make us that sad. Okay. It also doesn't give us the up arrow back. Oh, the venison is already rotten. That's been like, what, 2 days or so? Oh no. We're out of time. Else. Give me a patty. Okay. Firefighter X is still my favorite weapon, even though that's been sitting on the ground for days now. Still no arrow up. Well, it's midnight. Let's sleep. No, well, not dig furrow fans. Sleep. Oh no. One of the watchers has an alarm. Ah, how annoying. Well, I'm not sure if we woke up because of that or... okay, so I think there's a trick, right? I put all of them in my inventory and then turn this on and off. And I still don't know which one. That's not alarm. Can you see that in the tooltip? Yeah, it's... Why does the tooltip has current time? How is that helpful? Have some eggs for breakfast. And with that being said, we do have a wonderful shovel. By the way, can we research? We can't even research the spade from the shovel. That is strange. On the sacks here. We also bring some here. Yeah. Okay. Do that. Almost don't want to do this here because it looks so a little bit silly where the leftover clay texture is on the ground. Okay, and then with all the clay and all the grass cuttings we have, and an unlimited supply of water, and our buckets, we can make clay cement, and with all the bricks, build the house here. But that's gonna have to wait for the next stream. It's about that time. And yeah, instead of ending it with a building day, we're going to start the building process on the next stream. At the latest, we're going to do more PZ probably next Thursday. Maybe we'll squeeze in something in between over Easter. I don't know how my time looks. Thank you all very much for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. Let me see if there's somebody around for a little raid here. But let me actually quit out of the game so I don't just randomly die to some randomness. I feel like we haven't raided Buzz in a while. Beaten Buzzers, doing some Project Zomboid, doing his 2-year challenge, also building a base in the wilderness and all that good stuff. So I hope you're having a good time over there. And yeah, next stream, non-Zomboid stream, is gonna be on Saturday. We're doing more XCOM. We killed the assassin. We have I don't even know what's in the pipeline for Saturday, but late game, beyond legendary, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Soda Ginger, Tautology, Commie, Nuclear, Laura, and everybody else, thank you so much for being here. Great rest of your day. Have a great night. See you next time. Bye-bye.